Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. We have a flash flood watch in effect for all of South Jersey again throughout the day today and until 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Now the newest change this afternoon is that the Storm Prediction Center put all of South Jersey in a severe thunderstorm watch. Earlier this afternoon they put out something called a mesoscale discussion, which said 60% chance of issuing a watch. And when there's a watch in effect, this is done by the Storm Prediction Center, a government agency in Oklahoma. When they put that out, then we're on alert for severe weather. The ingredients are there for severe weather. We just need to see it happen to get the severe thunderstorm warnings. Hopefully we do not. This will be in effect through 10 p.m. tonight. We are in a level 2 of 5 risk of severe weather. We are in a slight risk, and this is for all of South Jersey. Notice how it doesn't get to the northern half of the state. More on that in a little bit. But all South Jersey is in a level 2 of 5 risk. What does that mean? Scattered severe storms are possible. Not a definite, possible. Notice how we don't get to likely until you get to a level 4. This was the same level of risk that we did have yesterday. Now, do note that yesterday we did actually see damaged trees over in Elmer, and we also saw in Gloucester County flooded roadways. So it wasn't too far away from us, even though it wasn't directly in our coverage area. Here's our severe weather threats, and here's the timing. 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. tonight. Wind damage and flooded roadways are of the highest risk. Notice how we're expecting isolated areas of that. And a tornado is not ruled out. There's a little bit of spin in the atmosphere, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. That just gives us a little level of concern here. Here's our regional radar. And notice all the rain has stayed to our north and to our east. And that's because we have a stationary front that's coming from right around New England, going all the way into New Jersey, and then into Pennsylvania as well. For us, just a couple of showers, 1 weak shower getting into western Cumberland County. We have Cumberland Regional High School graduation later today at, I believe it is 6 o'clock or 6:30. They are looking okay. We also have Middle Township graduation going on right now. They're okay as well. And then we have Pleasantville coming up in a little bit too, and they should be dry. Just really for us, we are dry here. What we're waiting for is anything that flares up from these storms over in Virginia and Maryland. Now these storms too also brought afternoon flooding, 1 to 2 inches of rain. Places like Metuchen saw flooding, even parts of Route 22 way out in Hunterdon County saw flooding from this. And that's what we can expect too in our area. Let's show you our satellite here. South Jersey circled in black, and I want to show this because we have a good amount of cloud cover overhead. And in short, the more cloud cover we have, the less of a risk for storms, because you need something to trigger the storms to form. And that's usually sunlight that's going to do the trick, unless you have a cold front that's passing through or something like that. But really, the less sun we have, the more of a cap it puts on any thunderstorms that can happen across the area. Let me go back to our satellite again. We have Colt Shaw behind the camera. He is looking for any questions that we do have. I'm going to go back to our radar for you, and we'll talk about that as we answer your questions.
None at the moment.
Cole says no questions. All right, great. I'm sorry?
I said check back in.
Cole said check back in. We'll check back in a couple minutes. So I want to show you this graphic here. This is looping right now from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. This is the amount of spin in the atmosphere, or helicity. And the reason why I show this is because if you look in South Jersey, this is the beginning of the loop. Those first couple of hours, we still see a good amount of helicity around, or spin. And anytime you're seeing these blues are brighter, not the grays, but the blues are brighter, that's a good indicator of tornado potential. So the ingredients are there for severe weather, but again, we need something to trigger it, or at least get a storm in. And if we're not going to see any sunlight for the rest of the day, which is looking likely, the sun has been few and far between, then we might not even spark up any thunderstorms to give us the potential for any kind of severe weather, whether it is of damaging winds or hopefully not of tornado. That's 8 p.m. tonight. That's 11 p.m. tonight. This future radar here. Notice how we do have just plain rain across the area, maybe some thunderstorms just getting close to Cape May, but that's it. 2 a.m. tonight, showers and storms around, but still nothing looks overly severe, and severe threats over by early on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. We are looking dry across the area, but we do anticipate Wednesday to see at least some showers and storms around throughout the day. And in fact, we'll time this out for you here. What we have for today, 20% of your day is wet. Tonight's going to be the wettest part, but not even half your night will be wet. And then going to Wednesday, not a washout. It's not a washout, everybody. But if you need a solid dry chunk of time, it doesn't look like that's going to be the day for you. In fact, I would wait till Thursday, where most of our days dry, until late in the day, similar to today or Monday, where we do have showers and storms and the risk for severe weather. There's a pretty high ceiling for severe weather on this day as well. And then we go to Friday, and we are looking dry. For the rest of this afternoon, high temperatures pretty much where we're at now, mid-80s for the mainland, upper 70s at the shore. Again, could see a shower in a couple of spots. We have seen that already, but after 6 p.m. is when we're tracking showers and storms, and really it's between 6 to 8 p.m. Places along the shore shouldn't get any storms, if you see any storms, until 8 p.m. For tonight, it's a muggy night, thunderstorms around, and showers like we were talking about before. Even if you miss out on all of them, it's still a muggy night. I would leave the air conditioner on. Temperatures about 5 degrees above average and muggy again at that. Then we go into Wednesday. Not a washout. Again, not a washout for Wednesday, but a shower or storm is possible at any time. No real time favored over another, but something to keep in mind. Most of your day, again, dry, temperature seasonable, a little cooler at the shore with a southeast wind. Let's go to our mainland 7-day forecast for you, then we'll answer your questions again. Again, risk for thunderstorms late in the day on Thursday. Otherwise, we should see a good amount of sunshine. And there you have it, our 5th mostly dry, or in this case, dry weekend in a row. So we have been doing really good since Memorial Day. I've been kind of grading each weekend for us at the shore, and we'll flip over to the shore 7-day for you. No weekend has gotten lower than a B here across the area, and it looks like we're going to be in, I'm going to call it B-plus territory. Maybe a little breezy, yes, but overall temperatures comfortable across the area. Then we go to next week. We see the storms return, and I'll tell you what, once we get to about the later part of next week, summer is on here in South Jersey. We will have the heat, we will have the humidity, temperatures flirting more with 90 degrees out on the mainland. Colt, do we have any questions from any of our viewers here?
Generally, I want to know what the weekend's looking like, but you got that one.
Okay, yep, we got that one.
Michelle Divine Hartnett wants to know if we're looking at high winds on the coast.
Okay, so Michelle asked, will we see high winds at the coast? The answer to that is it is possible with any thunderstorm that comes through, but the chance isn't greater at the shore than places on the mainland. But yes, we could be talking about damaging wind gusts that topple over trees like we saw last night in Salem County, as well as ripping off some shingles off of roofs or maybe taking off some large tree limbs as well.
And that's it.
Cole says that's it. All right, so I want to tell you guys about one more thing we have going on here. This is our On the Road video series, and we're coming to you Friday in Greenwich Township in Cumberland County. We've been doing theme months. This month is June Booms. We're talking all about thunderstorms and severe weather, and we're going to be talking with a resident of the area who was around for that tornado-warned storm on May 28th. We're going to be in Greenwich at 3 p.m. If you are in Cumberland County, want to come by and say hi, please do so. We'll probably be there till about 4 or 4:30 p.m. And I'll show you social media one more time here for you. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at JoeMartWX, Twitter at AC Press Martucci. Our website, I encourage you to check it out because I have a whole list for you, things you need to know about the storm, pretty similar to what we had here in our video. And on top of that as well, if we do get a tornado warning or if we see a really strong thunderstorm, I'll hop back on live and we'll be taking you through it as well. So this isn't the last you'll hear from me from the day. You'll hear plenty from me, whether it's social media, our website, or again right here in the video. So with that, everybody, stay safe out there, and we'll continue to update you as we go on. Final thought here for our storms. You know, just based on the cloud cover, I haven't seen much yet in terms of severe weather activity. I'm not overly enthused about it, but it's kind of one of those things where if it happens, there's a good risk of it being severe, but it needs to happen first. So with that, I'm going to step out of the screen. We'll wish everybody a good evening, and we'll be back with you again, either through social media, on our website, or right here on our video.